put this into a liquid that freezes. And then they take the top off, and there's a plug with all the dead yeast that flies out, comes out. And they lose a little liquid, so they have to fill with a little more champagne. And the champagne they put in there is called the dosage. Sometimes they add some sweetener to balance the wine, because the wine is very high in acidity. You need a little sugar.
它就是我们刚刚讲到，在瓶中2次发酵后，它原来是会放瓶的，就是它原来会这样放，然后它这边就会有那个，就是刚刚我们讲酵母，那酵母它慢慢发酵完，它就死掉，所以它在香槟产区有个还蛮重要，就是他们会用人工的方式去转瓶，一直转，就是主要的目的是让死掉的酵母慢慢到最前面，然后他刚刚讲那个就是等到转到大概差不多这样的时候，然后我们就去把它这边封起，就是拿快急速冷冻，然后把死掉酵母冻在这边，然后去我们叫除渣，它就其实网络有影片，他们就是把它打开会喷出来一些，那他们会在有一些酒庄，它会再加一些原来香槟进去，或者再加一点点糖去让它做得更平衡。
Everybody understand so far? Did you already know this?
No?
So every wine, not that one, every champagne has a definition here. Oh, this one tells you right on it. This one is 61% Chardonnay. We're going to taste it. 18% Pinot Noir, and 21% Pinot Meunier. And I'm so thankful that they wrote the dosage. It's 2.5 grams per liter. So that's pretty dry. But they have a name for how dry each champagne is. There's Brut, so it starts with Brut Natural, which is zero dosage, so zero sugar added. And then about 6 grams per liter to 15, that's called Brut. That's a wide range. 15 grams per liter is pretty sweet. Some German Riesling, the sweet, 16, 20 grams per liter, it starts tasting sweet to people. In fact, human beings can taste about 2 grams per liter is where you start sensing sweetness. So if you put 2 grams of sugar in 1 liter of water and taste it, everybody's a little bit different. There's about 0.5 grams per liter difference. So you may say that's sweet, and you may say that's not sweet. But that's about the time where people sense sweetness. So this can be up to 15 grams per liter. The reason people don't think it's sweet is because there's very high acidity, and it's also very cold, and the bubbles are very sharp. So all that going on in your mouth, it just feels kind of nice. It's not too lemony or something.
我们人的味觉大概每1公升2克的糖就会开始感到有甜的感觉。那他刚刚有讲，他其实这个每一个香槟它都有一个分类，就是糖度的多寡。那它有个extra brut， 它就是没有加糖，然后再来是 brut， 就是可能往7 gram to 15 它大概是每1公升有6克的糖到15克。那为什么会喝起来不甜？是因为除了它的喝起来会不甜，是因为香槟它有气泡，还有酸度，它整个综合起来在你的嘴巴里面，你会不觉得它是甜的，你会觉得它是很均衡，然后有很好，就是很好喝。
So champagne has many other details, but these are the basics of champagne. I love champagne. So when someone hands you a bottle of champagne, you don't know what happened to that champagne before it got here. They may have had it in the back of their car going like this in the trunk, back and forth. And then you put it in the ice, and it might just, create a shower everywhere. This is dangerous when you shake a bottle of champagne. That's a lot of pressure. So you never want to open a champagne facing up, because facing up, the bubbles push the liquid out. What you want to do, I like to use my knife. Most champagne, they have a little place where you can pull it, right? But in front of the customer, if you are looking for this and your hands are wet, it doesn't look very good. I think it's just more predictable to use a knife. So I always use my knife, and I like to dry the bottle really well, because even the label sometimes comes off in your hand and it'll fall on the floor and go around like this, and everybody laughs at you. One time I opened champagne, I didn't know what I was doing, and I opened it on the table, and the cork went up. There's an archway, and it hit there, and it hit the customer, and it went across the restaurant. And so I didn't get a very good tip, but we all laughed. But that was my tip, I guess.
就是香槟要很小心，因为真的这次真的会发生。因为有一次我也是，而且是很贵的香槟，我才转开就砰飞出去，然后还好客人没怎么样。就是香槟尽量不要让它这样直着朝上，因为它的那个压力会把它整个喷出来。
So I just do this in there. Take my knife, and I cut same way I like to cut all of them, like this. And I turn it around, and I cut this, like that. And then, you know, there's a little place where you can loosen it, right? It's here. It's on the back. So I just find that little place, and I put my knife behind it like that, and then you can just pull it off in one piece. And you've also located that. You bring it out. Now later, I'd like you to open the jacason and show us the proper width of the napkin, but I'm going to leave the napkin off just to show you how I do it, so you can see. Usually, especially champagne, there's always 6 half turns. So 6 half turns to turn this off. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's open. 6 half turns every time.
6，这是它6圈。6圈半，我觉得他们说对啊，6圈，有的人算5圈半。
So you want to keep your thumb on here. Don't ever take your thumb off, because that's when you lose it. And I don't take the cage off. I use that to hold it. So I push this down like this. And I put my whole hand over that. Because a cage now, even if the bottle lets go, it's going to kind of keep like a little lever. So I don't point at this at someone because you could hurt them. You know, you might hit it. Like if the customer's sitting here, you don't want to point in their face like this. Because they're going to be nervous, right? So I try and point, and not at the windows either. You know, like I've seen people break windows with these in a restaurant, like the glass here. So I just try and think about like, if it's going to go, where is it going to go? And I don't point that direction. So I don't just point everybody, but then Gary. So anyway, you make sure it's dry so you don't lose it. And I remember I shook this bottle, so it's dangerous. So I turn it, and what happens is if there's bubbles in here, they're going to the top of the bottle, and then they escape across the top of the liquid. They're not pushing liquid out. They're going up and across and sneaking out the top. So you hold this, you grab the bottle. You don't turn your hand here, you just turn the bottle like this.